Good day, everybody, and welcome to Touch Music Group. William Wilson, Scott Oliver in the Touch Music Group studios. Have a very special guest with us on today for Producer's Corner, all the way from Austin, Texas, TMann.
Hey everybody, it's TMann in the studio visiting from Austin, just working on some new music to get out this summer.
We're certainly going to talk about that at this point. I want to talk about first, well, we have a brand called Pop Out the Box. In particular, Pop Out the Box 104 EP that's going to be coming out in May. And you have a single on there called Dancing in the Sunlight. I want to know first what the inspiration was. I think it's a very, very unique concept.
Dancing in the Sunlight, I wrote that to a track that you guys had started, and just the vibes I got from it was just being outside, celebration, and the music just kind of started to flow to me on that one.
No matter the time, no matter the place, we're still gonna groove. No time to waste. We're dancing in the sunshine. We're dancing in the rain. And we run out of daylight. We'll be dancing just the same.
Kudos to you, because a lot of times, I guess in our days, celebratory music is in some circles, but not all. So, I think that's cool. That's coming out on Pop Out the Box EP Volume 104 in May. Now, I do also want to talk about the inspiration of your versatility. I think you're a very versatile producer, singer, writer. Kind of want to know where the inspiration is in that.
I grew up listening to Stevie Wonder and Music Soul Child, and their music, it was just always beautiful music and always seemed all over the place, and that's just how I wanted to write. I want to incorporate every genre into what I write, and I think that's probably where the versatility flows out.
Will and I were talking like kind of off, like in some downtime of when you were here, and we were talking the word came to mind, eclectic, as far as where you grab inspiration and
It's accurate.
Where that's coming from. That word just kind of stuck out to me. Now, speaking on the vibe of versatility, we also have a brand called Embracing Black Music, which Will and I kind of came up with the concept of, just what we were used to hearing and what kind of motivated us as musicians and producers and DJs. And you have a song on there called What Goes Around.
My mama told me you get what you give out of life. My daddy showed me always know a woman was right. I'll be patient, baby, just come back when you think it's time. That's what goes around. Comes back around.
Tell the backstory. I thought this story was interesting and just how it all came together.
Yeah, I was writing this song initially for a country singer who's also with a label.
Yeah, Rick Thomas.
Rick Thomas. But it had
my boy.
it had some just blues and soul to it. It felt like it could be flipped to more like a blues song. And I think that's why we decided to add it to the EP.
Yeah, that's the kind of the inspiration behind Embracing Black Music is what people remember as good and classic in black music.
It's definitely a super classic.
Yeah, and I think the classic blues feel, again, Embracing Black Music. This is also in the month of May on an EP So make sure you're checking out Touch Music Group, touchmusicgroup.com, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you look, Google search.
Error.
And lastly, I wanted to talk about a song. I couldn't even think of the name of it as we were working the past few days. And it escaped me, and I'm like, there's a song that's missing, and we were going through so many. I'm like, I'm not going to try to wreck my head and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But it was called Look at Us Now.
Won't you dance just to say we took a chance on a maybe, caught a glimpse. The crowd wasn't looking, but look at us now. Won't you dance just to say we took a chance on a maybe, caught a glimpse of you and the
Let me hear you, T.
wasn't looking, but look at us now.
And I like, just as a personal note, the purity of where you come from. These stories are not so difficult that people can't relate to them or even grab them. So I want to know the backstory of Look at Us Now. Look at Us Now is going to be on a Pop Out the Box EP Volume 105 that's coming out in the month of June. So stay tuned. There's a lot of great music from this great producer. Now back to the backstory.
Yeah, I feel like I try to write around themes that everybody is familiar with, like emotions that everybody has felt at some point. And this one was about just like a happen chance encounter with someone, and you have this feeling where like you're destined to meet them, just to run into them for some reason. And I think that's kind of how this song flows. It's just in the right place at the right time, and then just wondering if it was meant for something more.
Mm-hmm. So look out for these 3 songs coming up in the month of May. Pop Out the Box 104, and that is Dancing in the Sunlight. Embracing Black Music, May, also What Goes Around. And in the month of June, EP Volume 105, Look at Us Now, again all the way from Austin, Texas, blessing our Touch Music Group studios, TMann. It's good to have everybody. Will Wilson, Scott Oliver at Touch Music Group. Thanks everybody for listening. Please keep on the lookout. We got great music for you.
See you soon.